Velkommen til milten. Fagocytten er en helt blant de hvite blodcellene som overvåker blodet fra hovedkvarteret i milten og utposter rundt i kroppen. Fagocytten fikk navnet sitt fra det greske ordet for å sluke, og du vil snart skjønne hvorfor. They're calling from one of the outposts. It's a lymph node on the line. Pick up the phone. Warning! We're under attack from bacteria. That can be dangerous. We need many white blood cells to fight them. Can you turn out more white blood cells to beat the bacteria? Crank the factory into action now. Good. You produce a lot of cells. Think it's enough to fight off the bad bacteria? Now you can see how the phagocytes gobble up the bad bacteria. No wonder they're called devourers. Oh no! We've also discovered a wound. Fortunately, we have other helpers. Platelets. We need to send lots of them straight to the wound. How many platelets can you send to the wound? Crank away. Good! You stop the wound with many platelets. Press on one of the platelets to stop the bleeding. See how well the platelets stick together like a band-aid on the wound. These are villi in the small intestine. 4 million of those sit there and soak up nutrients from the food you eat and transfer them into the blood. Big bites of food obviously can't get into the blood. We need little tiny bits, molecules in fact. Just look at the pieces of food in the stomach. See? Even after you chew the food and let it soak in your stomach, it still needs to be broken into smaller pieces, right down to molecules. Can you help dissolve the big bites into little bits? Use the masher. Good. The bits are now so small that they've washed down into the duodenum, the entrance to the small intestine. But are they small enough to keep going? Not quite small enough. Let's try to add some chemicals. We have our own digestive juices, and we'll borrow something from our neighbors. We need a few drops of juice from the pancreas and the gallbladder. Give them a squeeze. Good. All we need is a little more mashing to get the food into cute little bits. Get smashing. check if the pieces of food are small enough for the villi. Great! That's what I call molecules. Now let's see how the villi do their job. Look at that! The food has become tiny molecules of sugar, amino acids, fatty acids, and other bits. Now, the villi can move them into the blood so that the blood plasma can carry the food around the whole body.
We're inside a muscle. Muscle fibers enable movement everywhere in the body. The brain likes to command. Sometimes it wants us to relax. Sometimes it wants us to tighten up. Here comes the message. Listen to the music. Now the brain wants to dance. The muscle cells need more energy to keep up. Can you speed up the heart a bit so that the muscles get more energy? The blood rushes in with energy from the food. Good. Now the energy levels are so that we get more oxygen. If not, we lost the calcium from the factory into action so that we get a lot of oxygen. Now, great. Many red blood cells came carrying the oxygen. Let's see if we can keep up the dancing now. Cool. The muscle fibers have got both the energy and the oxygen it needs to perform. Let's dance.
Bra! Du klarte å presse vann tilbake. Skal vi se hvor mye urin det er igjen? Wow! Sjekk så mye du pleier å tisse hver dag. Når nefronene har gjort jobben sin i nyrene, blir det masse tiss fullt av avfall. Og blodet er rent og pent. You've arrived at the kidneys. The nephrons are the cleaners here. They flush waste away with the urine. The plasma in the blood carries loose bits and bobs into the kidneys. after the liver has first made an attempt at recycling. Do you see any trash? Yes, there are a lot of things here that we need to sort out and throw away. Will you pump up the pressure in the kidneys so we can squeeze out the waste? You've managed to squeeze out lots of trash. It will be good to pee it out. But we also got rid of a lot of clean water. Let's send some back so that the body doesn't lose too much water. Otherwise, we would make many liters of pee. Pump up the pressure again and press the water back for the next round. Start now. Good. You successfully squeezed water back into the blood. Can you guess how much urine's left? Wow! Check out how much pee a child usually makes every day. When the nephrons do their job in the kidneys, they make a lot of pee filled with waste materials, and they keep the blood nice and clean. Nå, når du puster ut, tømmes den røde blodcellen for CO2. Blodcellen